On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. In motion, the tight end. Hands it off out of the gun. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense and get. Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 42. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 34. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
Oh.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. Right back to him on 1st down.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
On 1st down, he'll go to the ground attack.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle from 17 yards out. And the Dolphins are back within a score. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
First down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. That's a strong safety making a strong, hard tackle.
And we know his coach. Doesn't smile a whole lot, does he? How about that grin right there, ear to ear after that play?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for 3rd and long.
Back to throw here. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Ready. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And that's on Austin Jackson, first-round pick in 2020. And they'll send the slot in motion left. The slot man in motion right. Here's a handoff out of the gun. On the tackle there, Zach Sealer out of Ferris State. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach, when I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
2nd and long. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
19, driver, 19.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Let's go now.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
Hey, smash circle. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Hiking, exceed. Ready?
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And that is no good. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to tackle his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Watson.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Back deep is Tyreek Hill.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
It's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves? I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Back to throw. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 14. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Now, that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The drive will start with an option going left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after up and good. And it's now 21-7. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Back to throw now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Browns are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The final shot before the break, Watson. Looking left side, and it's complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Watson, option left. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
He'll drop to throw.
That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Second and goal from inside the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. It's their quarterback. A 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Browns drive about to get started. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Watson just beating the play clock. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Cleveland. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
Now Hill to return it.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, sometimes those punt returns can yield some unnecessary roughness penalty.
Now, I know a lot of guys, when they run a long way to execute a block or make a hit, they're going to launch it no matter what, and it can often cost them.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
101 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there of 22.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
They'll try again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. And this time he is in. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 21. Teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Browns drive about to get started. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah that time able to drop him for a loss. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Here's Watson. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. He's got room past the 30. Now he's free to midfield. Past the 20. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Watch out for Hill on the return. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. 2nd and 14. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. He'll get it inside the 20, and he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here we go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be brought down well short of the 1st at about the 9-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Browns drive about to get started. And this wild card game has been as good as advertised. They trail by a field goal here in the 4th, with obviously a very critical drive forthcoming as they start with a 1st down. A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. 23 yards on the play.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Here's Chubb on the read option. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. That'll go for a gain of 7. Headed 2nd down. Chubb on the counter. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
This is how offensive coordinators earn their money. He thought he was ahead of the curve after 1st down.
Got 7 yards first down play, but then you get stuffed there on 2nd down, maybe just a yard out of it. Now your advantage is evaporated. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Let's go now.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They're going to look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Read alert, read alert.
They'll set up a throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. The Browns drive about to get started.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Slot man moves right. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's going to let one fly for Tate. It got his man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Here's Chubb on the read option.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
They'll give to Hunt here on the option.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Watson to throw.
This is caught by Tate. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run with Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing third and goal. Now Watson.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of 5. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And his kick is indeed good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So nothing of importance there, just the season on the line. And he puts it home to likely get him through to the division round.
If you're a fan, you're watching this one with your hands over your eyes. But if you're a kicker, this is what you practice for all season long. And this one was never in doubt.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see.
That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
A big play there for the Dolphins. 58 yards. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.